Welcome to DivTech 101, aka Black Mantle, as we discuss information technology, also known as IT. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you by providing 5 steps of what you can do to help better your sleeping pattern with turning off technology.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Now, as we go over today's points, I do want to say that this is for the education and entertainment purposes of this video. You are at your own liberty to try these steps to see if it will help you out with your sleep, or if you just want to test the theory, just give it a try. So you use the information at your own discretion in that regard. So most of us can relate to having our cell phones out. We use them every single day. They're always tethered, whether we're in the car, whether we are, you know, traveling or walking somehow with an extra battery pack. We are so tethered with our devices. But not only are the devices tethered with just a power cord, but they are tethered to our hands as we are operating within society. So these are not in any particular order of importance, but we're just going to go down through the list. One of the first things, number one, is the blue lights from the screen can disrupt sleep. So you may ask yourself, how does that happen? Well, one of the main ways that technology can interfere with your sleep is that through the blue light that's emitted through the screens itself, that light can interfere with a body a production of melatonin. And basically, melatonin, if you look up the definition, is going to be a hormone that helps regulate your sleeping pattern. So, this can make it harder for you to fall asleep and stay asleep because you're so used to seeing this light. However, you don't realize that it's there. And you can check definitely the sources out on it, which came from the Harvard Health Publishing. So, you feel free to definitely look it up online. One of the second points is social media. And we all know that we love social media on our phones. We have to be using it. And social media can be anything from email to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and any of the major platforms that we're so used to using. And when we're looking at this, social media can keep you up late. I've been guilty of this as well sometimes. If you're laying there in bed and you just want to catch up on just some funny videos or watching your favorite comedian, you start to scrolling through shorts. I get it. I understand. And I'm telling you this because I've experienced this and I want to educate you on what you can do to break that so that you can get a healthy sleep. But when you're looking at social media, many of us use our phones and all we do is scroll through social media before we go to bed and even while we're in bed. But that can have a negative impact on our sleep as well because not only does it keep us up late, but that social media begins to stimulate you and it causes a constant flow of new information that can keep our brains engaged. And the contrast of the flow of new information can keep our brains from winding down like at night, and you can look at a source for that as with the sleep foundation. But we all get it. It happens even throughout the day. You experience this and then at night. Number three is sleeping with the phones nearly or near your head can be distracting. So even if you are actively not actually looking at your phone when you are sleeping, just having them nearby can be distracting because you're more than likely to wake up if you hear a certain type of notification or the temptation to just basically reach over to check your phone at night can be hard to resist if it's on your nightstand. So what I would suggest, just simply just take it and move it on the dresser across the room if you have that ability, or put it in, if you have a bathroom in your room, put it in the bathroom or put it in the living room, somewhere where you will be forced to get up and actually go get that device. Number four is sleep tracking applications. Those of us who know what the Aura is, which is the ring, you also have the Amazon band that you can use for your sleeping patterns, but those apps can be helpful. very helpful, providing good information, but they're also an anxiety inducing as well, because many people use those tracking apps or devices to monitor their sleeping patterns. And when you're monitoring those sleeping patterns, they also identify the areas of improvement, which are great. However, with those tools, as always, they can be helpful, but you also have the flip side, as they also contribute to sleep related anxiety. So if we become too fixated on the data that they provide, and that right there as well was through the Harvard Health Publishing, if you look at the article with that. And we all know that way too well. Now, number 5 on the list is establishing a technology free bedtime. And what that basically means is that you come up with a routine for how you can improve your sleep. That may be something to counteract that for the negative side effects of technology on the sleeping. One way you can establish this is coming up with a routine that may involve you, maybe instead of looking at your phone and scrolling through, you're reading a book. You're taking a bath, or you're practicing a relaxation technique, maybe deep breathing or something, or meditation. Now, according to the National Sleep Foundation, that is a way that you can help with improving your sleep. And with those 5 tips in mind, people, by using those right there can help you get a better understanding of how technology can affect you when you're sleeping. So it's no hidden thing about it. It's just, I understand they can be addictive, but you can also take control of that so that you don't have those crazy headaches, nightmares, or anything like that. If you do experience those, and if you don't, that's perfectly fine. But anybody, whether you like it or not, can follow those simple 5 steps. Well, people, that wraps up today's video. If you have any questions, definitely like this and subscribe to the channel. Put it in the comments below. Remember, your contributions to the channel and your subscriptions help me continuously create educational content.